What is up, guys? My name is Pocketcraft and welcome back to the Minecraft Pocket Edition Survival Guide. So in today's video, we're going to do a complete potion brewing guide, and I think I left the secret entrance open to our potion brewing area here that we made last episode. If you didn't see that, you should check it out. It's a pretty cool video, but I guess it doesn't make it too secret. But anyways, back to today's video. Our main goal is going to be to go through every single potion that you can make, show you guys how to make it and what the effects are, and just explain to you how to make potions for those of you who don't know how to do that. And so obviously, to make a potion, first thing you need is a brewing stand. Then for every single potion you need, you're going to need to have water bottles down here and blaze powder as fuel. And so I'm going to grab some blaze rods right here really quickly and turn that into blaze powder. And we'll put one of these and all of these. And now blaze powder, it can last, one blaze powder I think lasts for almost like 20 brewing operations, which is like things being put into the top. So it lasts for a long time. You really don't need a whole lot unless you're making a ton of potions. And an important thing about potions to know is that one ingredient will do the same. So one ingredient up top will do the same for one potion as it would for three. And so theoretically, you could just make one, but I would just make three every time because all you really need is an extra bottle of water. And that's really cheap, and you'll get an extra potion. So that would be my recommendation, but it's up to you. Now, these are the main ingredients that you need to make pretty much any potion. There's a couple that I'm missing that I'll explain a little bit later, but these are the main things you need. And pretty much every potion will start with nether wart except for one. And so I'm going to teach you guys the one that does not start with nether wart first, and then we'll go into making all the other ones. So what this is you need to first make a fermented spider eye, which takes a spider's eye, a brown mushroom, and some sugar. You make that on a crafting table, and then you can put that in here, and this is how you make any potion. You put something up top, and I'll let that go for a second while I explain to you a couple other things. So most of these are ingredients for potions, but a couple of them modify potions. So glowstone will amplify the effects of some potions, not all of them, but I'll explain them, like leaping and strength. It'll go from strength 1 to strength 2. Redstone will extend the duration, so it'll make it last longer. And then gunpowder makes it into a splash potion. So like you can throw it on the ground. And then dragon's breath makes it a lingering potion, so it like makes like a cloud. Similar to like when you're fighting the ender dragon, which is where you actually get dragon's breath. It's similar to that. So think of that when you think of that. Think of that when you think of that. That was weird. Sorry about that. But this is what a fermented spider eye makes. It's a potion of weakness. And now we'll show you how the gunpowder works really quickly to explain something important. So we haven't done this yet in the series, but you can cure zombie villagers. And to cure a zombie villager, you need to throw a splash potion of weakness on them, which is what we're making right now. And then you need to give them a golden apple. And so that's how you cure a zombie villager. That's the only potion you can make without nether wart, which is pretty cool. And so you can cure zombie villagers and make your own village just from that. Before then, but after that, you'll need nether wart. And so I'm going to go through and fill all of these with nether wart and show you what that does. And so one really important thing to mention, you can take an item out and it won't have any effect and then put it back in as long as the arrow is still going. Once the arrow is full, the effect will be applied and you can't do that. But before that, you can take it out, put it back in. And that would be good if, say, you're trying to make one of these other potions. You accidentally put, like, sugar in first or something without putting nether wart in, and that would make a potion that wouldn't have any effect. You can switch it out really quick and then put the nether wart in first. And so what nether wart makes is an awkward potion, and an awkward potion is the basis of any potion that you need to make besides the one I just showed you guys. And so I'll go through really quickly and make a couple different types of potions here. So we'll need to grab some magma cream, which you can either find by killing magma cubes, or you can craft it with one slime ball and one blaze powder. We'll take some sugar here. We'll take a golden carrot. Let's take a glistening melon. Now, these could both either be made by having a normal carrot or a normal melon, surrounded it by gold ingots. Or, in my opinion, the easier way to make it is you could just trade with villagers, and that's how I got these. But let's put in these 5 right here. Let's put magma cream in this one. Let's put a golden carrot in this one. Let's put glistening melon in this one. Then let's put sugar in this one. And we will put blaze powder, and this one. And so those are all going to make some potions here. All right, so the first one right here is a potion of fire resistance. This is what you get from the magma cream. And these ones are really, really useful. In fact, they're probably one of the most useful ones here that I'm going to use the most, because I plan to do a lot in the nether later. And those are pretty much vital if you want to go to the nether and explore a lot. Because if you fall into lava and drink one of those, you can actually swim through lava without taking any damage. So those are really, really cool potions to have. Next up is Potion of Night Vision. And now this one is really useful. If you watch my episode of me fighting the Wither, you would have already seen this one. This is one that came from golden carrots. But I want to show you guys something else really quickly that can happen to 3 of these potions. So if a Potion of Night Vision, if you put a Fermented Spider Eye in there, it's going to change the effect. And so we'll go through some of these other ones and I'll show you what that changes to. Now the next one here is a Potion of Healing. This came from the Glistening Melon. And this just is pretty simple as it explains. It just gives you a couple hearts. That's all it does. And now you can put redstone in there, or I think it's glowstone actually. Glowstone in there will give you a little bit more health, but that's pretty much it. But this is another one that could be changed with a Fermented Spider Eye. And let me make one more Fermented Spider Eye to show you guys the last one. But let's go through. This one right here is a Potion of Swiftness. So this is what came from sugar. It'll just make you move really fast. This is similar, actually the same as the one that a beacon can apply if you saw that episode. We'll put a Fermented Spider Eye in there. This is the third one that can be changed. And now you can actually change a couple different ones to make the same things, but those are the easiest ones. That's what I usually do, but it's up to you. And then this one is a Potion of Strength. And so let me grab some glowstone, and I can show you how this was changed. So a Potion of Strength gives you +3 attack damage for 3 minutes. And so let's put some glowstone in here, and I'll show you guys what that does. Glowstone dust, sorry. There we go. Wasn't clicking for a second, but let's go back and see what the Fermented Spider Eye did. So this turned the Potion of Night Vision into Potion of Invisibility. Now this is the same one that the Wandering Trader actually, he uses those. If you'll see him at night, he gets particles around him and you can't see him. That's what the Potion of Invisibility does. So that's actually a pretty cool one, especially if you're on like multiplayer servers or something. And then the Potion of Healing turns to Potion of Harming. And so witches will actually use this at you sometimes. They'll throw a splash potion of poison first, and then they'll throw splash potions of harming. And so that's a pretty good one to have, actually. Those are really good for like traps too. And then Potion of Slowness is what the swiftness is changed to with a Fermented Spider Eye. Sorry about that. And then the final one here, this is now Strength 2, so +7 attack damage, but for 1 minute and 30. And let's see what happens if we put some redstone dust in there. And okay, yeah, this cannot be changed further. So you can't apply the redstone dust and glowstone dust, unfortunately. But those are pretty cool. And now we'll go through some more. Really quickly, I want to show you one thing. You can put cauldrons down here, and cauldrons have a cool thing where if you fill it up with a bucket of water, you can actually use 3 water bottles on it before it'll empty. And so you can fill up 3 water bottles, then you can fill it back up with a single bucket. And now, I mean, if you're making a lot of potions, that really isn't the best, because that means you're going to have to be filling up cauldrons so many times, unless you have like 20 cauldrons down here. So sometimes I would recommend what I did is I went and just filled these up at the water source by my house and just brought them down here. And I feel like that's a little bit quicker, works a little bit better, but it's up to you. Now, I want to talk about really quickly, there are 2 potions I'm not going to be making today because I don't have the materials for, because I'm going to cover some stuff about them later on, but I'll explain them to you right now. So if you start with an awkward potion and then put in a turtle shell, which can be made from 5 turtle shoots, you get Potion of the Turtle Master, and that one gives you resistance and slowness, so it makes you really slow, but has a lot of defense. And it's a pretty interesting one, but it's really not that useful. But I want to cover turtles in a future episode, so we haven't done that. Now, the next one is one that's pretty hard to get. It's you need to use a rabbit's foot, which you have to kill rabbits, but it's pretty rare to drop from them, and rabbits can already be kind of hard to find. They're easier to hunt, usually in the deserts, probably maybe the easiest. But that will give you a Potion of Leaping if you use a rabbit's foot on an awkward potion, and that gives you the same benefit that you can get from a beacon. Just makes you jump higher. But let's go through some of the other ones that we have here. If you put in a Spider Eye, it's going to make a Potion of Poison. If you put in a Pufferfish, it'll let you breathe underwater. If you put in a Phantom Membrane, it'll allow you to fall slower. That's the one I usually recommend taking into the end if you don't have feather falling on your boots, because it'll make it so you don't take fall damage. And then if you put in a gas tier, it'll actually give you a potion of regeneration, which is pretty sweet. But let's go back here to potion of poison, and I would like to show you guys some stuff. So let's put in some gunpowder here really quickly, and we'll make that into a splash potion, and then I can show you guys something else with it. So while that's going, let's go through these other ones. So potion of water breathing is awesome. You can extend the duration with redstone. I'll put that in really quickly to show you guys how that works. Then we got potions of slow falling here, which cannot be upgraded. Some of these can't be upgraded, right? Like you could extend the duration of this, but you can't make it more powerful. Like you can't fall slower, right? You can't breathe more underwater, but you can make it happen for longer. Potion of regeneration. So it's a little bit different than potion of healing. Potion of healing, right? It just gives you hearts. This will slowly restore hearts you've already lost. And then those are the ones that are right there. Let's put these in our chest really quickly. We're going to run out of room in here. But next up, right, so we went back to, let's go back to our potion of poison here. And so this is now a splash potion of poison. And so splash potions you can technically use on yourself, but I wouldn't recommend it, right? So you could throw a splash potion at the bottom of your feet and it would like give you the effect. But to me, it's kind of useless. You might as well just drink it, save the gunpowder. But for what they're really useful for are using on mobs or other players if you're on like a server or for traps. Because you can put a splash potion into a dispenser and it'll throw it out and you can make traps with that. But also you can throw it at mobs. Splash potion of poison are what witches will usually throw at you. They'll do a potion of slowness usually and then potion of poison and then they'll start doing harming. But I want to show you one more thing. If you put dragon's breath in here, which once again you get from fighting the dragon, if you've seen that video. If not, you can go check that out. But while that's brewing, let's look at this. Now this potion of water breathing, because we put redstone in there, lasts for 8 minutes. And that's a pretty interesting one that I'm actually going to use pretty soon, coming up when we raid an ocean monument, which we will do soon. Let's go back here, and I want to show you guys what a lingering potion looks like. So lingering potions are really interesting. If you'll notice, the length it lasts for is really short now. But what it makes is it's going to make a cloud, and anytime you walk in the cloud, you're going to get that. So we'll be a little careful here because this is potion poison, right? So now there's this big cloud of poison, and every time you walk in there, you get poisoned. And so let's get out of here real quick. And we shouldn't die from that, I don't think. Poison, I don't think usually kills you on normal mode. Just leave you at like half a heart. But that is gone now, and we have regeneration potions and stuff, so we'd be fine. But those are really good for traps. Once again, you can have like potions of poison and then harming, and you could kill someone like that with lingering or whatever, right? And you can use them against mobs as well. But you could also do all sorts of positive things with them if you could think of them. But that is lingering potions. You can automate brewing, but I'll show that in a future episode because that's a whole complicated process of its own. But as you can see, making potions is really, really useful. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them, and these can be really helpful and make the difference if you're going into like the Wither fight or the Ender Dragon fight, having a couple of regeneration, maybe some strength, swiftness, stuff like that can help out a ton. So definitely recommend making some potions, and I'd like you guys to comment down below what your favorite potion to make is. But that's probably going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, please give the video a like to help me with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in that next video.